Happy New Year! So we're open today, January 1st, the first day of the year. So the public market is really slow. A lot of the stalls are closed, and the people are taking the day off. So this is almost like well, it's a weekend, so people should take a break. Most of the people here work 7 days a week. We are open 7 days a week as well, so it's really difficult to take a break. The amount of revenue that people take in is really not a lot. So major reason why people work 7 days. It's not a regular employment. People work for themselves. People are there are employees, but they also are in the same boat. We are in the same boat. So 7 days a week. A lot of the people almost work 18 hours. Some, like the fish vendors, they come in at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, drop off their fish at the fish mongers, and then leave by 7, go back to the ponds. And Central Mall is open early. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised they're open early. So, wow. Typically, the Central Mall is open at 9 o'clock, the regular opening hours. But today, really early. Actually, the time is 9:19, so I thought it's still 8 o'clock. Because we came to the pharmacy early, and I didn't notice the time passes by that quick. So always busy. So my wife and I came to open early, and then I'm going home. So just driving around to show New Year's Day early in the morning, what the town looked like. Quiet. I expect today will be quiet as well at the pharmacy. Just the pandemic has greatly affected business. So oh well, it's life. I'm sure not only here but other places, other nations are also affected by the pandemic. I can only relate what I see here. Others will relate theirs. So it's around 9:19 or 9:20 now. Look like a lot of stalls are still closed. I think typically around New Year's Day they open at noon. So leaving town, going home. The price of diesel per liter is 44.5. I don't think it'll drop. We didn't buy a lot of diesel. It's just too expensive. If I bought a lot of drums diesel, the money is all tied up, and it's hard to manage when funds are tied up. We'll see when the price of diesel drops, and there's funds to be had, then I will buy several drums of diesel. The weather pattern here, really the majority of the rain actually dropped in December. So I haven't been pumping water. The rain has been helping with reducing the need for diesel fuel. I don't know how long this will last. I did notice last year that around January it started to taper off, the rain. So I learned a lot about the weather pattern here. The 2020 to 2021, it was a strong La Nina. And so there were a lot of water or rain starting September. The official announcement, whether it's La Nina or El Nino or neutral, actually start in October. So I learned that. Although there's indication of what's going to transpire. So I've been monitoring the weather here in the Philippines, and so the weather pattern for 2021, 2022 is weak La Nina, and so the amount of rain then is different, and learning to read the weather report is really vital to the success of farming, because then it will help you decide, factor in the weather forecast. Now when I was reading the report stating weak La Nina and I look at the forecast for the months, October all the way to January, it forecasted over average rain. Not just, it's a forecast or a prediction. And what I have experienced is the forecast isn't being fulfilled above average rain. So the from last year 2020 to 2021, the forecast was drought below average, and I'm expecting that we will have drought in the upcoming second crops. So I prepared for the guys, my people, that we need to plan out the upcoming drought season again. So and also because of that, I've moved the timetable for second crops. So the first crop, what I've learned from 2020 to 2021 is if it's strong La Nina and you plant it early, the cold weather is really impacted by the growth of the rice. It's impacted. It's amazing. So that's why for this, once I knew it's going to be a La Nina, I moved the time schedule. I would have started to transplant in sometime in November, but because of what transpired in 2021 La Nina, had a lessons learned there. So I moved the planting cycle middle December. The calculated harvest would be middle March, middle April, and then because again my experience of harvesting it's really impacted by the weather. It's so unpredictable. And this year, even though I harvested middle August, the weather really is unpredictable. So it's vitally important to plan out it's vitally important that I plan out the harvesting the rice first week August or earlier. And harvesting past that, you now begin to experience the unpredictability of the weather. And one thing that I've learned is if you can control something, control it. Learning the weather cycle is really vitally important to the success. I've learned quite a bit in 2021, the first crops. It is vitally important to harvest before middle April, because 3 or 4 things will impact the price of rice. So number one, prices will drop. 3 reasons. Number one, rice from Cagayan Valley will begin to move south. They'll begin to drop off rice here locally in Isabela. Number two, Nueva Ecija. Farmers will begin to harvest. Drops the price of rice. Number three is the import. So those are the things that will impact price.